Donald Trump is tweeting there is absolutely massive. He's talking about Nicolás Maduro and his wife, who've now been captured by the Americans and have been flown out of Venezuela. So this is what it was always about. This was about regime change. Nicolás Maduro has now been captured and therefore will not longer be able to call the shots in Caracas. And this war, which the Americans have been planning for the last several months, that started from the 2nd of September attacks which the Americans did on these drug trafficking boats, it is now abundantly clear what they've now tried to effect is regime change. They've taken Nicolás Maduro out of the picture. He no longer can call the shots in Caracas. It now remains to be seen as to what will happen here and who is next going to be installed in Caracas. Will it be Maria Corina Machado, who, remember, had run in that election against Nicolás Maduro, someone who'd been asking Donald Trump to come and militarily intervene? This is what we need to wait and watch out for, because this is a massive, massive development. Nicolás Maduro, along with his wife, the American president claims, has been captured and flown out from the country. Professor Deason, what is your reaction to what the American president has just said on his Truth Social account?
It's I don't have any other information to verify this, but I assume that this will be correct. Otherwise, it will be very embarrassing for President Trump to claim that they have been able to seize or kidnap the president of Venezuela. But again, this is not a surprise. This is not about narco-terrorism. This has always been about regime change. Again, Trump has given many speeches, hours and hours of speeches, and he tends to speak quite freely off script. And he has on several occasions made it clear what they're after in Venezuela. They want regime change, and they want the country to be under the exclusive influence and dominance of the United States. So we will see what will happen as a result of taking president and his wife. It could be that this creates enough splits within Venezuela to successfully have regime change, or it could just be that the second in command will take over.
You know, this, of course, will not come as a surprise for anyone who follows the history in South America and American meddling, because what Donald Trump has said that he has done has been done by different American administrations in the past as well. Donald Trump has put out his social media post where he says that Nicolás Maduro and his wife have been captured and have been flown out of the country. This is a war about regime change. This is effectively what it was. Now, remember, the Americans have always done this. Since the year 1898 till 1994, they've carried out 41 American-backed interventions to change governments in different South American nations. They did this in Guatemala in 1954. They did it in Cuba in 1961, in Chile in the 1970s, in Panama in 1989, Honduras in 2009, Bolivia in 2019, where they supported the ouster of President Evo Morales. These are some of the examples of the American government's involvement in bringing about a regime change. And this time, they've done it very overtly. This is not a covert operation. This is an overt operation by the Americans who have gone in. They obviously have had their military personnel on the ground in Caracas, where they say that they've now physically captured Nicolás Maduro and his wife and have flown them out from Venezuela. What we have witnessed quite clearly is a regime change operation by the Americans, who swooped in roughly about 1 a.m. local time. The time in Caracas is roughly about 5:30 in the morning. And people in Venezuela will, if they haven't slept, will wake up to the fact that their president, Nicolás Maduro, who had been ruling over Venezuela for more than a decade, is no longer there.